You probably got an email from Shopify recently if you are an e-commerce business owner such as myself. It was quite a short email, very friendly, and it just announced that Shopify products can now be found via ChatGPT. And if you're anything like most store owners that I know, you read the email, you thought, oh yeah, that's good, but then you just kept going about your day. But this email is actually one of the most important things that has happened this year. So I need you to listen to this episode very clearly and carefully, especially if you are an e-commerce or if you're thinking about selling products online. So today we're going to break through what is actually going on, why it matters, and what you can do about it this week.
You are listening to Head of the Algorithm, the podcast for business owners who refuse to be one step behind. I'm your host, Julia Mann, AI expert, marketing strategist, and someone who has built businesses the hard way so you don't have to. New episodes every week. Let's get into it.
So let me firstly walk you through the timeline of what happened with Shopify since they've been starting to work together with OpenAI. In September 2025, Shopify announced a deal with ChatGPT. The idea was that customers could ask ChatGPT a question about a certain product. Your product would show up and then people could check out then and there. So there would be reviews there and the price, and you click on it and the checkout would be natively integrated into their platform. So you just ask, you get an answer, and you buy. And that all sounded very, very exciting, and I thought so too. And then on the 26th of January, OpenAI announces instant checkout, which is what I've just explained. You go in, you click, you buy then and there. But along with that also came a fee. So every sale that they would have made through ChatGPT, they take 4% on top of what Shopify already takes, because it's not cheap. And on top of the Stripe credit card processing fee as well. And if we add all of that up, OpenAI charges $1 for every $10 that someone is spending. That's a 9.2% fee on every single transaction if someone buys from you. And if you're showing up in Google Shopping, it doesn't cost the merchant anything. And Microsoft AI shopping tools charge nothing. But yeah, OpenAI immediately launched and took a cut. But then come February 2026, ads go live by ChatGPT. Now, the CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman, had previously announced that he would never ever run ads, that was 2 years prior, within his platform because he would find it truly unsettling to do that. Now come 2 years later, February, he launched ads within ChatGPT. And then in early March, someone actually noticed that OpenAI had not set up his sales taxes properly. So the system that runs behind every e-commerce store, the kind of red tape that people have to go through in order to sell online, was not created. It wasn't set up. So it was illegal. So they had launched a shopping platform, one that processes real payments without sorting out one of the most basic legal requirements for selling things in the US. Then come March, at some really big financial conference, the head of AI at Walmart actually stood up and said on the record that instant checkout was a very temporary moment in time and that within a month it would be gone. March 24th, it's gone. And Shopify switched to a completely different version of the integration. 5.5 million stores were now discoverable all of a sudden, just all at once, including my shop as well. So everything is now searchable in ChatGPT by default. So the only thing that they took away is the instant checkout. So now you no longer go and search for a product, click and buy within ChatGPT. You click on the product, look at all the reviews. There's a lot of great information. You can see it here. If you're watching this on YouTube, I've added all my products here. Then you click it and then it goes to your website. So that's it. So now customers get sent to your physical store, which means your fee also goes away because you're no longer paying ChatGPT anything. So just to recap, in 6 months, this went from buy inside the chat and check out within the chat, and we take around 10% of what you're actually earning. Actually, never mind. Just go to their website. And the whole time, most store owners have not even touched a single thing in their store to actually take advantage of that. And you are technically in ChatGPT right now, you're just not showing up. So this is what this episode is about. Right now, ChatGPT says that ads do not change which product it recommends. And I don't know if it's true, but I think it's probably true today. If you have a great product with great information attached to it, ChatGPT can recommend it on its own merits. You do not have to pay for it. However, if you were to pay for it, I'm sure they would be biased and show your product to more people, but we're not quite there yet. But the reality also is that OpenAI needs to spend $115 billion before the company actually turns a profit. And now they're making money through big advertisers that spend $200,000 minimum per month. So Shopify CEO actually calls this merit-based shopping, which means the product with the best content or the best description, the highest ranking, they are the ones that will show up. It's not based on if you're spending money on it, which is the idea that the best product wins and not the one with the biggest budget. Google search, Instagram, Facebook, they all started the same way. Good content got seen for free. Then the ads moved in and the organic reach shrank. But the window where a small store with really good products can show up alongside big brands just because of good data, not because of a big budget, that window is open right now. And this is why this podcast is a game changer if you are in e-commerce. But it's not going to stay open forever. So let me give you a sense of the actual scale here. ChatGPT has 880 million people using it every month. Since the start of 2025, the amount of traffic coming to Shopify shops from AI tools has gone up 7 times. And the number of actual purchases, sales that started because someone asked AI in the first place, they have gone up 11 times. During last year's holiday season, sales that came through AI referrals were 31% more likely to convert than any other traffic from other sources. And the revenue per visit was 254% higher. Crazy numbers, right? So just to be very clear, people who are arriving at your store right now from an AI recommendation are not there by mistake. They are not just browsing. They are ready to buy. They're actively looking for the thing that you have if you are showing up. They have already asked AI a question, they've gotten an answer, and they've been pointed to you specifically. And because I'm in the beauty industry, actually beauty is one of the top 5 categories in e-commerce inside ChatGPT. People are in there every day asking for skincare, lash products, hair, makeup. There's even a trend on TikTok called ChatGPT Glow Up, where people ask ChatGPT to build their entire beauty routine from scratch with products they should use. And that trend gets 400,000 views a week right now. So your customers are already in there. The question is whether your products are showing up when they're looking for it. So here's the thing that actually makes it a little bit different to Google when someone asks for a product recommendation in ChatGPT. It doesn't give them a full page where things are listed in order and you can click through pages like in Google. It actually gives them 3 to 6 options, and that's it. And the brands that are landing in those spots are really the ones with the advantage. And most of my competitors haven't even started thinking about it yet. When I started writing product recommendations for my brand Lash Try back in the day for Google, I know what those product listings looked like because I wrote them for Google, years ago. And not for someone that is having a conversation with AI. So now I'm going in because there's a gap and I need to rewrite everything to be conversational. So the gap is where the opportunity is. And it is open right now across almost all of the different product categories. So what do you actually do? So if you have a Shopify shop, here's where you start. The first thing is your product titles. When someone asks a question into ChatGPT, the AI reads your product title to work out whether your product is a match for the question. So a title like Lash Serum 5 milliliters tells it almost nothing. I mean, a little bit obviously, but it doesn't really know who the product is for. It doesn't know what problem it solves. It cannot really connect that to someone asking what is the best lash product for someone who wears eyelash extensions, for example. So if you're changing the title to something like Lash Growth Serum for Sensitive Eyes, fragrance-free, safe for lash extensions, now AI has everything that it needs. So you're not really gaming anything. You're just basically describing what your product actually is. And I get it. It looks weird to have a really long title, but there's a reason why when you go onto Shein or Temu, those crazy long titles are there for a reason, because they are discoverable. Obviously, with that comes the second thing, which is your description. Google trained us all to write descriptions in a certain way, lots of features, specs, bullet points. But that's not how ChatGPT reads them. ChatGPT is looking for descriptions that sound like how a person would explain the product to someone who's asking about it. So instead of a list of ingredients, write a sentence like, "This serum works on short and stubborn lashes, and you do not need to see a professional to use it. It is safe for people who wear contact lenses," etc., etc. So say that very, very clearly. If someone will see results in 4 weeks, say 4 weeks. At the answer your customer is probably typing. And lastly, which is obviously one of the most important things that most store owners haven't thought about, ChatGPT does not just look at your product page when it is deciding what to recommend. It was trained on the whole internet, forum discussions, review sites, blog posts, beauty editor roundups, Reddit threads. So if your brand only exists on your website, you are actually invisible to a huge part of AI and its recommendations. And that's probably one of the hardest parts, because you got to get started with that then, right? So I looked at research that tracked which beauty brands actually came up across ChatGPT. Am I reading this out? So between ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, and a few other AI tools, L'Oreal brands appeared in roughly 70% of AI beauty recommendations for makeup and skincare. Estée Lauder brands, roughly 45%. And small independent brands almost never appeared. And the reason is not the budget, it's the presence. Like I said before, the big brands, they exist everywhere, including all the things I've named, like articles, forums, etc. So AI has seen them mentioned consistently across so many sources and over a very long time, so they became very trustworthy. And going viral on TikTok does not build that kind of trust with AI. It builds the trust with the people that then talk about it, if that makes sense. And then they are the ones that are doing all the Trustpilot and Reddit posts about it. So again, a spike in views on a video is not the same as you being mentioned consistently in places where people are talking about products and recommending them. In 2012, Google launched Google Shopping, right? It was free, and you listed your products and they showed up. And the brands that understood this really, really early, they were the ones, taking advantage of it. They were the ones that built those real advantages as well. And within a few years, it was pay to play. You had to run ads to show up. And the brands that had built their online presence very early on, they were the ones knocking off the others from their top spots. I think we are in the same moment right now with ChatGPT. 180 million users a month. A shopping integration that only went live 6 weeks ago. Ads already running from bigger players. A company that needs to make a lot of money before it can turn a profit. So that window is open right now for everybody in e-commerce. And I can't tell you how long that window will stay open. I don't think anyone can. What I can tell you is this. This week, I will go into my Lash Tribe shop. You will go into your store, no matter what you are selling online, and you look at your top 5 products. Just start with your top 5. Read the titles and descriptions out loud, like you are explaining them to a friend. And ask yourself honestly, very, very honestly, if someone typed their real question into ChatGPT right now with the way that it's written, would your product come up? Would your description answer any of their questions? If the answer is no, fix it. Do the first 5, learn how it works. Use AIs like Core Brain, ChatGPT, Claude to help you with those answers, so it's easier for you to redo it for all the other products and fix it. It doesn't have to be perfect today. It just has to be better than what it is right now. The brands that are trying to work this out now and work on it for the next couple of weeks or so are going to be a huge step ahead of all the other e-commerce brands. Okay, so that's it from me. Now, if you want to go deeper on AI search and what it means on how people can find you and your products, I have also got free resources on all my AI tools and the library of things that I actually use on a daily basis. That's a really good place to start with. It's under juliamann.ai, JuliaAnn.ai. And if you know someone who runs an online store and needs to hear this, please send them this video or podcast, because the window is open right now. I'm Julia Mann. Stay ahead.